What is good, fellow wrestling fans out there? M.V.K here, coming to you again with a special edition of Geek Thoughts. I use that as special because usually Geek Thoughts I'm talking more about comics and games and things out of that. But today, guys, I thought it was very special that I did talk about this. As a longtime wrestling fan, I've been a wrestling fan for now. Jesus Christ, it's over 20 years. It's like, it's when I was 5. yeah, 22 years. Wow, 22 years. Yeah, like 22 years or so. Or no, it's up. It's up there. It's a little higher. But anyway, the point is, guys, the wrestling world has been dealt a huge, and I apologize for that pause, but has been dealt a huge impact in a sense. And what am I talking about? Well, if you haven't known, and if you're not a wrestling fan, you probably know this young lady's father. And her father transitioned from football to wrestling to now being one of the most highest paid actors in Hollywood. Comes back and forth, never forgetting where he came from, and he is somebody I truly admire, and I'm not even going to deny it. I have a huge man crush on. We're talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, The Rock himself. It was announced not too long ago, guys, his eldest daughter, Simone Johnson, has begun her training to become a professional wrestler. Right down in Orlando at NXT for WWE. And I wanted to talk about this because we have seen children of professional wrestlers that we grew up with join the circle, get into the field that their parent was in, to, I don't know, sometimes maybe feel more connected, or in a sense understand the sacrifices they made for them, or just sometimes they just want to do it because they loved it. They grew up around it. And Simone it was that same person. She grew up around it, like her dad. Now, as you all know, not only is she the daughter of Rock, she is the granddaughter of the late Rocky Johnson, who recently passed away, rest in peace. And she's also the great-granddaughter of High Chief Pete Maivia. And so she has a huge, and of course, all these cousins that she has in the business. So she has a huge legacy, and a lot of people will put that and say she has a huge shadow on her back now. Now, honestly, she's 18. First and foremost, she's 18. So right off the bat, when this came out, I started seeing tweets and comments saying, "Oh, they better fucking push her like they pushed Charlotte Flair," and everything like that. She's 18. She's 18. So she's just getting started. And the first thing we need to know is, through her training and through her due diligence, the first thing she has to know is, she has to learn, can she take that first bump? And she could take that first bump and get up and feel it like, okay, I felt that first bump. Can I keep going? She's 18. I'm going to keep stressing that. She's 18. She's 18. And with that, it does come to the point of the learning process of everything that she has to learn. I love what Charlotte gave her advice about being the child of somebody, of a legend, is like, you gotta take all that everything people are telling you to do or what they want you to do and things like that, and you kind of have to put it on the back burner. Close your ears to that and find your own path. I like what Charlotte said about that. That actually makes a lot of sense. Sure, she has her dad she can go to, like, Dad, what do I do? How do I? But it's cool to have that, but you also got to learn as well, grow from learning as well. But like I said, she has that background. Like I said, her father, her cousin, like she has how many cousins in the company already? She has a slew of cousins as well. And for anybody to say, well, she's been at home, you see her all the time with her grandmother at these takeovers. And my will is she's gonna be there at Portland. But my biggest concern about her, and is the same concern that I have about a lot of children of great athletes. And I'm not just talking about professional wrestlers. I'm talking about just athletes in general. You got, let's take a look at the great Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's sons played basketball, but they had such a huge shadow from their father, and they didn't live up to it. People thought instantly, oh, Michael Jordan's kid, they're gonna be a chip off the old block. It wasn't the case. That's the same thing. That's my biggest fear I have for Simone, is that people instantly hear Johnson, so she's gonna be just like her father, be charismatic like her father. She's gonna do all this like her father. We don't know, because once again, she's just starting. I watched some of her interview she did with Kathy Kelly about it, and I love her attitude about it, about being his daughter and trying to find her own path and things like that, but also knowing that she does have a legacy. If she goes through all this, she will be technically the first fourth generation wrestler in the WWE, or I believe just in wrestling period. Correct me on that one. And I wish her nothing but the best, and I hope she does do well. I hope she does improve and find her own style and find her own. What if she turns out to be not even like her dad? Like, what if she turns out to be just imagine, she's a submission specialist. Like, whoa, like, okay, that's different. What if she, now, a high flyer? Maybe. But I just wish nothing but the best for Simone Johnson. I want her to succeed. I want her to grow and learn and be like a sponge, absorb everything in the business, the good and the bad, and take it at her own stride. Because at the end of the day, it's her life, it's what she wants. But in retrospect, we're gonna hear people like, oh, she's gonna be just like her dad and things like. We're probably already seeing it. I'm not on Twitter like all the time, but I saw stuff on Facebook. I've seen people already saying, push the fuck out of her, like they did with Charlotte. Like, don't do that. And I keep saying, I'm gonna stress it. She's 18, guys. She's 18. She's not even in her 20s yet. All I'm gonna say for me, fellow wrestling fans, is I wish her nothing but the best. And I hope she does her family proud. And I hope that fans will understand that this is her, not you. We can somewhat live vicariously through her, but it's all her. And I'm going to end it with that. So, to the Johnson family and to Simone, Congratulations on your first stop. It is time now for you to push ahead. Think of it kind of like as a video game. Every level. You go up another level. And I wish you nothing but the best. Hope you guys enjoyed this, guys. This special Geek Thought. This is Mama and Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real as always. Deuces.